And mouth-watering it's going to be indeed, you. And we've been making buns throughout the show, savory buns, sweet buns, but we're ending off with possibly what could be the most exciting bun that I've had so far. It is a Cinnabon, and here to show us exactly how to make it is Kate George. Good morning, Kate. How are you?
Good morning. Fine. How are you?
Good, thank you. We're making Cinnabons this morning.
Yes, my absolute favourite.
I've only ever just bought them. I've never made them myself, so I'm quite fascinated to see what exactly goes into these very delicious treats.
Okay, super. So what we're going to start off with is a bread dough. So we're going to make that first.
Right.
We're going to take some stalk. Oopsie daisy.
It's all good.
A little chaos in the kitchen. Okay, we're just going to melt a little bit of butter.
Okay.
And we're going to use stalk
Some
here.
stalk, there we go.
Yeah. That's going to get melted.
All right.
And we're going to start making our bread dough. So I've got some warm milk here, which we're just going to pour into the mixing bowl. We're going to add some yeast.
Okay.
And just dissolve that in the warm milk. The milk's got to be kind of body temperature, like a tepid bath.
Yes, yes.
And that's what's going to activate our yeast nicely.
All right.
We're going to add some sugar, just to give it some sweetness. A little bit of salt. Some melted butter, melted stalk.
There we go.
And then we're going to add some flour.
This looks pretty easy, though.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay,
It's just a basic bread dough. And then finally, we're just going to add 2 eggs to it.
Okay. And just mix all of
Mix
that
all
up
that,
over
yeah.
there.
Until it forms a nice ball. We're going to knead it nicely.
Yeah.
And then with the bread dough, you need to leave it to rest. So it's going to prove. So the yeast activates, and then it doubles in size. And
Okay.
we'll knock that back a little bit.
Yeah.
Put it into a ball, and then leave it to rest and roll it out into a lovely rectangle shape, just like we've got over here.
How long would you usually leave it to rest for?
It really depends on the weather. If it's a nice hot summery day, it'll take an hour. In
Yeah.
the middle of the winter,
Yeah.
it can take up to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So the guide is double the volume.
Okay. What my grandmother usually does is she puts it in a airtight container, and then
Yeah.
she puts like tablecloths around it just to make sure that she keeps
Exactly.
all of that heat in there.
That's a great idea. What I also do is actually just put a nice warm wet cloth over the
Yeah,
top.
okay, that's a very good idea
So
as
then
well.
what we're going to do is take our stalk over here.
Oh, sorry, I took it right
No,
out the way.
it's fine, no problem. And we're going to spread a little bit of the stalk over the rectangle of rolled out dough. And so this is going to make the delicious cinnamon center.
Yes.
In
Now
these
this is
buns.
where it gets really, really interesting.
Yeah, this is what gives it its great flavor. Now we're going to use some cinnamon and sugar in here. But what you can also do is chop some nuts or some chocolate chips and make it really, really tasty.
Chocolate chips.
Okay, so we're just going to sprinkle the cinnamon through here, and you want to be quite generous so it gives it a nice cinnamon flavor.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. And the nice thing with this kind of recipe is you really could include anything.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you could add nuts in there, you can add chocolate pieces in there.
I'm sure even some little chopped up marshmallows.
It gets really naughty, this recipe.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is roll it up almost like a Swiss roll.
Okay.
So this is going to be our nice center. If you're finding it's a bit loose like it is here, just push your cinnamon down so it gets incorporated in with the stalk.
In with the dough, yeah.
And we're just going to roll it into a long sausage like that.
There we go.
And so that looks like that.
What I like about all of our bun recipes today, they've all been so quick and easy to make.
The only thing about this is that the dough takes a bit of time to prove.
Does it? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then we're going to divide this into 12 little rolls. So they look like that. They've got a nice spiral in the middle.
Nice, they look pretty.
And they go onto a grease tray like that.
Okay.
And then they go into the oven for about 15 minutes at about 200 degrees.
And you don't need to wipe them with milk or with egg or anything like that. We just pop them in like that.
You just pop them in like that. And then what we'll do, it's quite nice to just squash them down, and then they go into the oven and cook until they're nice and soft and brown. And then we're going to take them out and put a lovely glaze over the top.
Oh, lovely.
And you want to put the glaze on while they are warm, because then it soaks in beautifully.
Okay.
So this is the
going to take those
glaze.
over
Yeah.
Those are
These are the ones we've done already.
They're finished. Okay.
Yes. And so this is the lovely glaze. It's made with some stalk, some softened cream cheese, a little bit of icing sugar, a bit of vanilla, and a little bit of salt.
All right.
And then that just gets poured. This is what makes them absolutely delish. And so that just gets poured over the
That
top.
looks phenomenal.
It doesn't need to be too neat. They're kind of
You
gooey.
just lather it on there. While Kate's busy doing that, if you would like the recipe and the ingredients list for our Cinnabons this morning, all you have to do is SMS the word bun to 33728 and you can be making these. They're so quick, they're so easy, and positively yummy as well. If you missed the different steps in making our Cinnabons, check this out.
Dissolve yeast in warm milk, then add sugar, stalk bake, salt and eggs. Add flour, then knead and leave to rise until doubled. Combine brown sugar and cinnamon, then sprinkle over rolled out dough spread with stalk bake. Roll up and cut, then bake at 200 degrees. Spread with cream cheese frosting once completely cool.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Wow, that looks
Those
so
buns
good.
are so sneaky.
That looks yummy, Kate. Thank you.
Well, guys, we really hope that you enjoyed Dirty Dancing with us today. We've had such a fun time.
Man.
Hey?
It was epic.
Dude,
Oh,
Don's
my
partner
goodness.
over there, bro. Hey?
Put it there, man.
I hope you
great.
caught how
Yeah.
they opened up the show with their gyrating and their hip moves. It was something to remember.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Hang on, I think I hear a bit of a tune.
Let's go, yeah.
I think I hear a bit of a tune.
All right, come on, yeah, let's go.
okay.
Thank you guys for
it
joining
is.
us. It's been a fantastic Tuesday.
An awesome,
we'll see you
awesome day, guys.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Let's try it again.
Okay, here we go.